everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stace and this is my little reading corner, and welcome back to another Historical Fiction Sunday. In today's video I'm going to be talking about another book that I gave 5 stars for. I feel like I've had a very lucky reading year so far because a lot of my books are 5 stars, but I did thoroughly enjoy reading this because it is a book that is set against the backdrop of British life, and a lot of these points in time I remember myself growing up in Britain. And it is Bournville by Jonathan Coe. It is a multi-generational family story set against the backdrop of a British life starting from the end of World War II, for celebrating VE Day, to the COVID-19 pandemic. It's all centred around the real village of Bournville, famously known home to the Cadbury's chocolate factory. If you don't know what it looks like, here we go. If you've never heard of it. This book is warm, funny and bittersweet. It follows Mary Lamb, a young girl growing up in Bournville during the Second World War, and then obviously she celebrates VE Day because there are days where they're waiting for the news that they've won because they won a party, a street party, and it goes from that moment from 1945, following Mary Lamb growing up, having her own family and her own children, and obviously her getting married, and the cultural and political moments such as the 1966 World Cup, to Princess Diana's death, to Brexit and COVID-19 and the pandemic. Obviously I got very attached to the character Mary because you've known her from a little girl. She was a young girl, and then obviously up to the year 2020 she became an old lady, and that's when sadly her life through cultural and political moments came to an end, so that was really sad at the end. But it's really stuck with me how these national events are as emotional checkpoints in the lives of ordinary people. The characters felt really real to me. That's why I felt sad at the end about Mary. They're not perfect and they don't always say the right things, but that's exactly what makes them feel true to real life. There's so much tenderness in the way of exploring aging and memories and what it means to belong to a family. What I did love about this is the different points in history, such as how they celebrated VE Day, how they were watching the World Cup, who they were with, what they were eating, and just little details like that is what I really loved about this book. But yeah, if you love anything like going through British history and famous points in British history, then this book is for you. Again, it was 5 star for me and I actually love it. So if you've read this book, let me know in the comments below and we can have a little chat about it. Or if it's on your TBR, let me know. Have I persuaded you to read it? But it's a really easy read, and if you're sort of similar age to me, then you know, you might remember some of these points in history. I do not remember VE Day, I want to put that out there, but I do remember things like the pandemic and Brexit. So towards the end of the book I remember, because I'm not that old. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and if you subscribe you won't miss when I post these Historical Fiction Sundays, where if you're getting into historical fiction, you want to start getting into historical fiction and reading them, but you don't know quite where to start and you want to know a bit more about a book, or you're already a historical fiction reader, and you just want some more book recommendations, then yeah, hit the subscribe button and every Sunday you may get a new recommendation. And I will see you again soon for another Historical Fiction Sunday. Bye!